everybody, welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am your host today, Robert Parker, in the solo co-hosting seat, and I actually really enjoy this. I'm really happy to be here for this tournament match here in Fandom Singles. We have a great match for you today. We have the number 3 seed of the tournament, Tim the Hulk Brzakala, who beat Nazario Montenegro to get to this spot right here today, versus the number 6 seed in the tournament, Cam Holzmann, who beat Albert. Now, both of these guys have had pretty good matches in the tournament so far, but now they're going to be going head-to-head, and I'm excited to see what they have to say, as well as their managers, because we all know Cody and Koho are going to have to go at it. Let's see what they say right now.
All right, Cam, so we're here. We're in the quarterfinals. For someone that most people go, isn't really like a geek-centric player, to make it to the quarterfinals of this tournament has been pretty cool for us. Fandom's definitely a place that you thrive in more than a lot of other places. Tim Brzakala is one of the best, so this is going to be a real skill test today. We'll see how it goes, but hey, 3-0 is not a bad record to have going into this match.
Yeah, I just went through a much more difficult test, which is a final, and it's been 20 minutes, and now I'm doing this. If I can survive calculus, I can survive Tim Brzakala. I crave death.
That should be written on everyone's tombstones. All right, let's play the match. Manners make it, man.
Man, that 3-0 is really impressive, Tim, because he beat Jack.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's what I was thinking.
The tournament. He beat Albert, which is the B tier of the Kingsmen, I think, with Doug Castle sitting there at the bottom. So I'm not impressed by it by any means of his road to get here. He's 3-0. Cool. Congrats. Tim has a goal to meet Nick Tuig in the finals, and the winner goes and takes Philly's belt. That's the whole plan. We don't have any other thing. Cam's a nice guy. Stick to general movie trivia. You have a shot. Fandom, I don't think you have that much of a shot, and we're ready to win. How are you feeling, Tim?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I mean, I've ever since my loss at the beginning of the year, I want to take each match one match at a time. Like I like to take it one match at a time. I don't think about like the overall goals are there, but like I just take it one at a time. I do like how Koho like amped Cam up by saying like, you made it to the quarterfinals. You played one match to get here. I played one match to get here. It's a 16-person tournament. It didn't take a lot to get to the quarterfinals. But besides that, no, I'm excited. I've played Cam in Warzone before. He beat me in Warzone, and it was fun to play him then. I'm sure it'll be fun to play him here now. But yeah, like you said, we have a goal, and this is just another match we gotta do to get there.
Manners maketh man.
Let's do it.
Well, those were some fire promos, don't you agree? I don't have a co-host. Yeah, I do agree. Those are some fire promos. I'm excited to see what these two actually do in the ring, of course. Tim's been around Fandom a little bit longer. He's played in numerous title matches, been in a number of different title-winning teams. But now he's going up against Cam, which is a newbie this season. We'll see what Cam can bring to the table here today. So I'm just going to bring our competitors in right away, and we're going to get down to business. Our competitor, that's number 3 seed Tim, number 6 seed Cam. I'm going to read off the rules for round 1, and we're going to get right into it. Round 1 works like this. It's the traditional round 1 in most trivia leagues. So we got whiteboards. You need 10 questions from 10 predetermined fandom categories. Correct answer is worth 1 point. You got about 15 seconds to answer. 3 repeats and challenge sheets throughout the course of the entire match. If you get all 10 correct, you will be awarded a bonus question, which is worth an additional 1 point should you get that question correct. So with that, we're going to hop right into round 1, folks. Your first question in the category of Marvel. Besides Bryan Singer, who has directed the most films in the X-Men universe? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. We're going to come to Tim first.
James Mangold.
And Cam?
James Mangold.
Both correct for a point, and that's a tie game. As we go into your next question, which is in the category of Pixar. These are movies based on Pixar comics outside the PCEU. Your question: what is Remy cooking when him and Emile are struck by lightning in Ratatouille? And we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. This time we're going to come to Cam first.
Say soup.
And Tim?
Cheese.
We were looking for a mushroom.
That's right.
A mushroom. There we go. All hopes set a perfect round. Your next question, coming in the category of Star Trek. What does Khan do in return for a Starfleet officer if he agrees to bomb a Starfleet building in London in Into Darkness? This, of course, being Star Trek Into Darkness. Star Trek Into Darkness. It's one for the Jim Greens watching out there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're back to Tim first.
Heal his daughter.
And Cam?
Save his daughter's life.
Both of those are correct and acceptable. It's still a tie game as we go into your next question. This one in the category of James Bond. Name 2 of the 3 Bond films whose titles share its name with the name of a character from that film. This is a very creative question. Thank you to our question writing team for this match and in general. 5.
Can we get like 5 extra seconds to write?
3. Sure can.
Repeat the question.
makes sense.
Repeat the
No, no,
question, I
that-
guess. Because I need more time to write.
I should have given you more time, but I'll do the repeat.
It's fine. I'm done. I don't
Okay.
know if you need it
Well,
or
we're
not.
gonna
If you-
I'm not gonna charge you a repeat because that was
Okay.
a listening question. I should have been smarter about that. So we're gonna come to Cam first, I think.
Octopussy and Dr. No.
And Tim?
I said Dr. No and the man with the golden gun.
That is incorrect. Cam did get it. We were looking for Dr. No, Goldfinger, or Octopussy. Those were the 3 that we had.
Why wouldn't you be able to accept the man with the golden gun?
Because that's not his name.
That's not the name of the character, I don't think.
Okay.
So with that, Cam is going to take the lead.
Is that
3-2.
not what they call him in the movie, Cody? Let's bring in Cody just for a second.
Sure.
I mean, like I know he has a different...
his name is Scaramanga. They're not gonna
Okay.
award you the point.
Okay.
He goes by that, but there's not.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go to your next question. This one in the category of Planet of the Apes. In 2001's Planet of the Apes, who plays Karubi, Dana's father who is killed by Thade? This movie does not slap. It's pretty awful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to come to Tim first on this one.
Chris Christopherson.
And Cam?
I said Jeffrey Rush.
Chris Christopherson is correct. That is a tie game for Tim. 3-3.
That's so bad. I'm okay with missing that question.
That's fair. Your next question in the category of YA dystopia. What was the first name of Four's father in the Divergent films? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, we're coming to you first.
Marcus.
And Tim?
I put Robert.
Marcus is correct. Cam's going to take the 1-point lead. Your next question is in the category of DreamWorks Animation. Who voices Kitty Softpaws in Puss in Boots? Underrated amongst the DreamWorks canon, says I. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. All right, Tim's going to use his first repeat. In the category of DreamWorks Animation, who voices Kitty Softpaws in Puss in Boots? It's Tim's first repeat. He'll have 2 more to use throughout the match. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim, we are coming to you first on this one.
Not sure about this. Selma Hayek.
And Cam?
I also said Salma Hayek.
That is correct. Selma Hayek is the correct.
Hang on, that said Salma
It's
Hayek.
Salma with an A, if anything.
Okay, I didn't know, so never mind.
Nope.
Nope. I'm good. Keep going.
All right. Both getting that one correct. Cam's going to go up 5 to Tim's 4. Your next question in the category of Rocky. In which film will you find the character Tommy Holiday? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Cam coming to you first.
Rocky Balboa.
And Tim?
I said Rocky 5.
We were looking for Creed, the first Creed. I think he's the promoter for the British guy.
I've actually seen that one too.
All right, 2 more questions. Your penultimate question here in the round in the category of Star Wars. Who plays Zori Bliss in The Rise of Skywalker?
I can't
5,
believe I'm going to forget her
4,
name.
3,
Yeah,
2,
I don't remember.
1. Pens down. We are coming to Tim first.
I don't remember her name. Oh,
And
now
Cam?
I have it. It's
Carrie
Go ahead.
Washington.
Yep. No,
That is incorrect.
Carrie
That is
Russell.
incorrect. It is Carrie Russell.
No.
Carrie Russell is the correct answer.
Should have used her.
All right. So your final question then in this round in the category of Worlds of DC. What character is played by Chris Messina in Birds of Prey? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam coming to you first.
Zaz.
And Tim?
I also said Victor Zaz.
That is correct. Both of you are correct. All right. So at the end of that round, I have Cam up 6 to Tim's 5. Only a 1-point game as we go into the second round, which works like this. I'm going to bring up a wheel. It's going to have a bunch of Fandom categories on it. Whoever is in the lead gets the choice to either spin first or defer. In this case, Cam and Coho will have the option to do one of those 2 things. Whoever's up at the wheel is going to give it a spin. If they only let it land on the first time, you can respin, but you have to stick with the second option. If the first one's not to your liking, then you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't know it, you can check the multiple choice, but that devalues it to being only worth 1 point. And of course, there are steals in this round should your opponent miss any questions. Make sure you keep your ears open. All right, so Coho and Cam, you guys are in the lead. I'm going to read out your categories on this round 2 wheel. Your categories are YA Dystopia, Wizarding World, Middle Earth, Quotes, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Disney Live Action, and Scores and Soundtracks. Based on that wheel, would you like to go first or defer to Tim?
I like it. You want to go? Oh, okay. I guess we'll go second.
I mean,
I like it. I kind of want to go first.
then let's go first. If
Let's
you
go
feel
first.
if you feel really good about it, let's go first.
I like it.
I like it too.
All right, so I'm going to share
I'm
the
gonna regret
wheel
saying that, aren't I?
up here. You guys can see that?
There you go.
Perfect. All right, so
Yes, sir.
Coho and Cam, your first spin is in. And it lands on the category of YA Dystopia.
I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that category for Cam. I'm going to take Coho out, and we'll go to Cam for your round 2. Here we go. All right. Your questions on YA Dystopia. Which 2 directors have directed 3 YA films?
Oh, it's. What's his name? What is his
Answer
name?
in
Multiple
5,
choice.
4. Okay. Your options are A. Robert Schwentke and Wes Ball, B. Neil Berger and Francis Lawrence, C. Francis Lawrence and Wes Ball, or D. Gary Ross and Robert Schwentke.
C.
C is correct for 1 point.
I knew West Ball. I just could not remember Francis Lawrence's name.
All right, your next one. What is the process called that the Capitol used to brainwash PETA in Mockingjay Part 1?
Oh, God. Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, selective clarity, B, hijacking, C, mem theft, or D, decradling?
Hijacking.
Excuse me. Hijacking is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. What is the last sim that Triss has to pass in order to open the box at the end of Insurgent?
Sorry, do you mean like which faction, or do I need to?
We are looking for a faction
describe
name, yes.
What it is? Okay.
We're looking for a faction name.
It is.
In 5, 4.
Give me multiple
3.
choice. I don't want them stealing.
Okay. Your options are A, Candor, B, Abnegation, excuse me, C, Amity, or D, Dauntless.
Amity.
That is correct for another point. 2 more questions here. Who plays 4 in Divergent?
Theo James.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question here. Who hits Galley in the chest with a spear at the end of Maze Runner? In 5, 4.
Multiple
3,
choice.
2. Okay. Your options are A, Minho, B, Teresa, C, Newt, or D, Thomas.
Minho.
That is correct for another point. Use multiple choice a lot, but gets through that round with a grand total of 12 points now from his original 6. So he gets 6 points in that round, up 12 to Tim's 5. As we go over to Tim's spin, this could be big for Tim to gain up some ground here.
Way more multiple choice than I thought would happen. Thank God.
All right, so Tim and Cody, for your round 2 category, your first spin is in. And it lands on just barely Disney live action.
Yeah.
Let's say spin it again.
Yeah. We'll spin
Okay.
it.
Can respin that. And the fates want you to have Disney live action.
Okay.
All right, so let me scroll over to that category. All right. So Tim, here we go. Your questions in the category of Disney live action.
Mhm.
What specific type of creature is Finley, voiced by Zach Braff, in Oz the Great and Powerful?
He's a monkey.
That is correct for 2 points.
Can I bring in Coho for a second?
You want to challenge like you didn't say flying
They
monkey?
said specifically he's a flying monkey.
It's a monkey cat.
Okay.
You're not going to win that challenge.
I'm just making sure.
No, you're fine. It's just
When the word specific gets thrown out, my brain goes crazy.
they won't give it to you.
So that you're not gonna just.
We won't challenge it.
All right. Your next question. Oof. Okay. That's just a pronunciation. Who plays D'Artagnan? D'Artagnan. There we go. D'Artagnan, a hopeful young fighter who is officially made a musketeer at the end of the Three Musketeers.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, Chris O'Donnell, B, Brendan Fraser, C, Johnny Depp, or D, Steve Zahn?
Chris O'Donnell.
That is correct for 1 point. Comes within 4. Your next question. Which Disney live-action film has the characters named Armpit, Barfbag, X-Ray, Twitch, and Caveman?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, the BFG, B, Holes, C, Bedtime Stories, or D, Muppets Most Wanted?
The BFG.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Holes is correct for a 1 point steal. Okay. 2 questions left for you. In Dumbo, what part of his body did Holt Ferrier lose in the war?
His arm.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question here. Andy Fickman has directed 2 Disney live-action films, which each star what actor?
Multiple
And-
choice.
Okay, your options are A. Jeff Daniels, B. Kurt Russell, C. Armie Hammer, or D. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
That's correct for 1 point.
The game plan betrays me.
All right, so at the end of round 2, Cam is up 13 to Tim's 11, but anything can happen. We've seen it multiple times in round 3, which is the Fandom's betting round. So the way this works is we're going to give you the category that the question's going to come from. Managers are going to come in. You're going to have to decide how many points you'd like to bet on the category. You can bet between 0 and 2 points. Then you're going to get the question. If you get it right, you get that number of points that you bet. If you get it wrong, you lose the number of points you bet. There will be a total of 5 questions in this round, presuming that we get that far mathematically. The game ends when somebody is mathematically eliminated. So, or we hit the last question. So with that, I'm bringing Cody and Kayla back in for bets on our first question, which is in the category of Rocky.
Just go 0, you think?
Yeah, unless you think you can pull just one.
I don't want to risk it.
Okay. Just remember, if he lines up with a category, those categories are mute at that point. So
Yeah.
he's definitely betting 0. So this is a shot if you think. But I don't want to.
I don't trust myself. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we're good. Or at least we are.
All right, we got bets. All right. So, from Cam first, how many betting?
0.
And Tim?
0.
All right, my favorite, a stats-only round. Your question in the category of Rocky. How many times does Adonis knock Pretty Ricky Conlon down during their match in Creed? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim, we're going to come to you first.
2.
And Cam?
I say 1.
1 is correct, but since nobody bet anything, the scores stay the same at Cam 11 to Tim, or excuse me, Cam 13 to Tim's 11. We'll bring the managers back in for your next category, which is Marvel.
Oof. It's kind of your call here. Yeah, probably.
Well, they're betting 1 because it's very secretive to put a 1 on your back of your board. 2, I would do 2 on this one. I know it's not your top priority, but we've got to hit something at some point, and I don't know what's coming.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless you don't think, but you watched a lot of them. Hopefully, it's in that world, and we're good.
Yeah. At this point, honestly, we have to take a shot. At this point,
especially if he's betting 1.
If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It is what it is at this point. So,
Yep.
Okay.
Bets from Tim first.
2.
And Cam?
1.
Okay. Your question in the category of Marvel. Who plays Dr. Harvey Allen, a government scientist, in 2015's Fantastic Four? Sorry, I forgot to take managers out. Thank you for you guys doing that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to come to Cam first.
Tim Blake Nelson.
And Tim?
Tim Blake Nelson.
Both correct. Tim went up to 13 to Cam's 14. Now only a 1-point game. This is going to stay close, folks. Your next question is in the category of Jurassic Park.
How are you on cast list? Because that's apparently what we're getting today.
That's what we're
paste
getting
at some
today,
point.
yeah.
So I don't even know what to bet now. This is why. 2 writers. It's 1 point. If they want to bet, sure. I don't. Unless you bet one is the only thing I would tell you to bet.
You think I should bet one?
I mean, one is the limit. If you don't feel confident, bet zero. We're only down one. We have what, 2 more questions after this?
Are they betting one? I can't see with co-host secret little numbers.
I didn't see what they bet. I didn't see what they bet. They probably put one. It's
all right. Okay. All right.
We haven't done anything yet. I
know what to do. I know what to do.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get bets first from Cam
Yeah, 0.
and Tim.
Okay, we'll see what happens. 1.
Okay. Your question. What is the full name of the business that Paul Kirby actually owns in Jurassic Park 3?
I'm just gonna take away the point from myself now. Oh God.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tim, we're coming to you first.
Kirby Industries.
That is a good guess. Cam?
Caleb Boatman knows who killed JFK.
That is also incorrect. Your answer was Kirby Paint and Tile Plus.
Oh wow. Jeez. Wow. Round 2 of the tournament. Okay.
And your next category is MCU.
Wonder how much that was said. Holy shit.
They're gonna bet too, just saying, Holzmann. So you I would say probably match it.
I don't need to tell you what to bet right now.
All right. Bets from Cam
2.
and Tim.
2.
All right. 2 points all around. Your question. In Avengers Endgame, how does Black Order member Cull Obsidian die? If Tim misses and Cam hits, this will be the game. Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the
2.
question.
All right, that is Cam's first repeat. Your question again. In Avengers Endgame, how does Black Order member Cull Obsidian die? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, we're coming to you first.
I said the snap.
And Tim?
He's stepped on by Scott when Scott is Giant Man.
That is correct for 2 points. That is a huge turn. Tim up to 14, Cam down to 12. Tim takes the lead with that question as we go into your final category, which is Middle Earth.
You know what you have to do.
What is the score?
The score is Tim at 14 to Cam's 12. It's a 2-point game.
Well, I'm not going to overtime. Bet 2. I don't want to go to sudden death. I would rather lose on a Middle Earth question than die in a Disney live action question in sudden death or Disney animation or DreamWorks. Bet 2,
Okay.
and just if you hit it, if you miss it, you miss, and we don't win. If we win, cool, we won on Middle Earth. But you beat Parker in Trivia Pursuit. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, that's from Cam first.
2.
And Tim?
2.
All right. Your question in the category of Middle Earth. What does Beorn say he hates more than dwarves in Desolation of Smaug? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cam, we're going to come to you first.
Said elves.
And Tim?
Orcs.
And your winner, Tim, the Hulk Brzakala. Orcs was correct with a final score of 16 to 10. Tim's going to take the win here. Wow, that was an intense match. That was a big comeback there by Tim. Both players had a solid round 1. Both players had a solid round 2. But man, that betting round, that both players, I think, played the strategy very, very well. We're going to listen to what they each have to say. First with our unfortunate loser today, Caleb and Cam. How do you feel about how Cam played there today? I think he played his heart out there, man.
I see this as an absolute win.
So having the lead on Tim out of round 1 and 2 is more than most people could do. And then just there were categories I felt good about that I bet in, and that MCU question. If you had just said Infinity War instead of Endgame, I could have gotten that right. But and then like there were questions that I got right that I didn't bet on because I don't like Rocky's a rough category for me, so it comes down to that. But
yeah, looking at the overall categories we had in round 3, I think we played it as smart as we could. The MCU one, I sat back there for a while and thought about it. I'm like, I think it's that moment, but it's also like a very quick background moment in the movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, of all the moments I could think of, I don't blame him for missing that one. Tim played good. We played good. This was a hard match to win or lose either way. So
I should have trusted myself more on YA Dystopia, and this would be a different game. But
congrats, Tim. Have fun in the semifinals. We'll be back.
All right. I'm sure we'll see Cam again soon after the tournament. But with that, we're going to go to our winner, Tim. Man, you fought and scraped for every single point, and you pulled it out at the end there with 2 big 2-point pulls at the end of the betting round. You got to feel good about that, man. How do you feel about how you did?
Yeah, I feel good. I think Cam played the better game. Like, he definitely played better than I did today. There were a lot of misses that unacceptable. I just shouldn't have missed. There's no reason I should miss Kerry Russell. There's no reason I should miss that. So, there's things like that if I had gotten a couple points here or there, but I got stuck with a category that, is pretty out there and known that I don't love very much, and I think I did pretty okay. I feel really good. It sucks that he had the lead on me the whole time, and I was able to just pull it out at the end, but
I don't feel effing bad at all. I feel like we are actually survivors of this game because my viewpoint is, and I know it's going to be in the comment section, I don't honestly give 2 shits. Tim has the hardest road to this finals because Tim writes most of the matches for everybody else, but he has to bounce between writers every time, and there's 2 different things, and he doesn't know what to study on one thing. One could be plot-driven, one could be character data-driven. So it's so hard to determine where we go in places. I'm not saying the questions are not fair. It's just hard for us to play the game because when Tim writes a match, you know what Tim is giving you. When Tim plays round 1 versus round 2, they're totally different matches. So it's no shot at I think the questions ended up being fair. I'm just glad that it's basically Cam got a spinner's choice and we got opponent's choice. At the end of the day, they would have most likely given us Disney live action, and he got YA, which he's said numerous times is a strength. Yeah. I'm just happy this match is over. Cam was the one thing that I was worried about going into this because I don't think if data comes up next round, RJ is completely effed because he'll just ride Lloyd the Moose for 14 questions in a row and not score any points because he doesn't know who plays in movies, but he'll tell you how many stormtroopers are in Attack of the Clone. So honestly, I don't care. I'm just excited for our next round. Coho, I hate you. Cam, you did fine. Thank God it was MCU and Middle Earth at the end because if not, it would have been a total switch. So
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Tim, you feel good about going on against RJ in the next round?
Yeah. I'm not worried about RJ.
He became Nico. He's obsessed with Tim. Let's move along. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm done with.
I was worried about Nazario. I was worried about Cam. I have no worries about RJ. RJ likes to tell everyone in the matches and then before and after the matches what his strengths and weaknesses are. I know everything about RJ. I have nothing to worry about.
And we also know he's already purchased a Gold Ranger suit, but guess what? That won't be able to be put on. So we'll see you in the next round.
All right, strong words from Cody and Tim there. But with that, I've been your host, Robert Parker, today. This has been Fandom Fights for Tim, Cam, Cody, and Caleb. For everybody here at Multiplex Entertainment, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time as we continue through this Fandom Fight tournament.